Hiya friends, welcome to Kit and Brush. Today we'll be drawing Charmander from Pokemon, so grab a pen and a piece of paper and we'll get started. I'm going to start at the center of my paper, just drawing a half circle. And now I'm going to create another line, just extending it down a little bit at a slight slant. Now come to the other side of his head there. I'm going to make a small curve, sort of perpendicular to that line that we first made, the curve. Curve it inward slightly. Make another small curve for the tip of his nose. And now I'm just going to make a little, very slight curve for his mouth. I'm going to go ahead and draw his top fangs there. And now I'll come back to the corner of his mouth and swoop down and connect that line to the tip of his tooth. And now drawing his two smaller bottom teeth. And then another curve for his tongue. And now I'm just going to draw another curve to make his chin there. Now come to the right side of his head, and you're just going to draw a hook shape connecting his nose to the side of his head for his eye. And then to make the other eye, just a small curve at the bottom and then swoop around. I'm going to go ahead and draw the light refracting in his eyes. Now his iris. His pupil and his iris. And then just going to color those in. Hopefully I'm not smearing this all over my paper. All right, I think that looks good. I'm going to come down to the base of his head, his neck there. He doesn't really have much of a neck. It's more just his head connected to his body. And then just draw, it's almost a little curve right there. There's a slight curve to it. And then some rounded, very rounded triangle shapes for his hands. And then just another curve there. It's very slight. You can hardly notice it. It just gives his arms a little bit more shape and roundness to them. I'm going to come to the other side of his face, just kind of halfway up on his chin, and make a little curve there. And then drawing his other arm in the same way, in his hands. He has cute, stubby little hands there. And then just extend that, but not all the way. You want to leave a little bit of space for his belly. And just extending that line down, I'm just matching it with the side of his head. Now I think I'm going to come up here and draw his belly. I'm going to come a little bit way down his chin and then just swoop down and then finish up that arm. I'm trying to gauge here. Okay, now I'll draw the underside, not his underside, but it's his belly, the yellow part of his belly there. And then before I finish that up, I'm going to come back over here and draw his legs. Just draw a nice, really round curve. And I'll show you in a minute. Sorry, my hand's blocking the way. But just 3 triangles, those are his claws. And then sort of swoop down. And then another curve to connect to his body. And just finish up those claws. And then a pad on his foot there. Just a nice round oval. Now for this next leg, it's supposed to look like it's facing you. So just make a really round, incomplete egg shape there. You're not going to finish it off. Just leave part of that top part open. And then come back down and create his other foot. Just sort of mirroring on each side as I go. And then drawing his 3 claws. I'm doing this a little differently. I don't know why. I'm just going here. One claw looks smaller than the other. That's okay. Just gonna tidy some things up, extend that line a little bit. And now just using the bottom of his stomach there, I'm going to start his tail, just like an invisible line. And then making a slight inward curve there. And then forming the tip of his tail. And just finishing up some places where I left blank there, just extending those lines. Now I'm going to come to the tip of his tail and create the flames. I'm just making a swoopy curve there, and then followed by a small curve for the tip of the flame, and then another swoopy curve. Flames, you can, they're so much fun to draw because there's so much you can do. Like, it doesn't have to be any particular way. I'm just making another, like a hook right there, and finishing off. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and color Charmander. So please enjoy some music and some fun facts, and I will see you at the end of the video. we were drawing together were the small little lines above his eyes and then his nose slits. So go ahead and add those. There, I think now he's complete. He looks great. Thank y'all so much for joining me today. I hope you had fun drawing along with me, drawing Charmander here. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button, and hope to see you soon. Bye!